Yo, the long awaiting video. How much does T make? Yo, T, how much you make on these jobs? 140 grand. How much you really make? Well, this is what it's going to be all about. But first, I would like to tell you, it is November. It is Turkey Day. Gobble, gobble, mother. Remember that? Guess what? Black Friday sale is on. It's lit. If you're seeing this video, it's on. Like, go take advantage of it. Click the link below. Everything is slashed in half. 50% off everything. And it's available to you for a few days. Enough with the jibber jabber. Enough with the chit chat. Let's drop in. Let's see how much I really make on a $140,000 job. The long awaiting video. So long. People have been asking me, yo T, when are you going to share with us how much profit you made? How much did you make on that job? That job wasn't really 140,000. There's no way. I could have done that job for 10 grand. I've had so many comments. Me and my dad could have done that job for $2,000. The more and more I read these comments, I'm like, oh my God. People have no idea anything about anything. And they're very quick to type. I'm going to share with you exactly how much the jobs cost, how much in materials, how much in labor, how much did I charge the customer, what did I charge the customer. This is the video that you've been waiting for. It really is. I'm confident. I'm confident you're going to like it. Now, I know a lot of you are like, ooh, he's not going to share with us everything. Well, not everything, but I'm going to share with you a good amount. If you want everything, you know what to do. You got to join the GOAT gang. I share everything. But anyway, so the very first thing that I see here is we went in and there was just a complete disaster of a yard. It was just weeds. The homeowner had moved out and they moved in or something happened and they did construction on their house and they just let their backyard go. Literally, you saw the weeds. It was like up to here. Like the big dog could barely play. Obviously, the first day is probably the most fun because of the demo. We got to destroy stuff, rip the fence out, and then the weeds are taller than me. I remember. They were taller than me because I was having a hard time setting up the camera. The demo was done in one day. Like one day, and then we started prepping right away. They told the landscape architect they want to buy a different unit, a different fireplace, okay? And then when it actually came down to doing the project, when we actually started it, they changed their mind and they wanted a little bit bigger one. So for this one, it had those rectangular and square pads, futuristic, modern. It looks cool. It does. It didn't match. So we had to change the shapes around. So that took a lot of prep, probably a day. At one point, like we couldn't figure it out because they were like, no, it doesn't look good. So she just came home and she did it right there, which was awesome. And then they left. So once we had that down, this shape, we're good. So for the steppers, right? When I measure the steppers, I measure the entire thing. Let's say it's 370 square feet. I don't measure just the concrete pads. I measure from the house all the way, even the gaps, because it's a lot of work. And for this one, I charged them $25 a square, $25 a square foot. The landing, the big landings, these ones right here, they were massive and they required a lot of mud, probably 10 to 12 inches of mud. So you have 144 square feet. I charged them $25 a square on that. And then they had a seating wall. I don't know if you remember. Let me show you the seating wall. There was a seating wall right there. Okay, that was an addition. They wanted that. They wanted to add that afterwards. So I said, okay, no big deal. So I measured it, and it was 49 linear feet. So I just charged them $100 a foot on that. It was 8 inches wide. Now, the porcelain tile. So the porcelain tile came out to be 435 square feet. On the actual porcelain part, I charged them $33 a square foot. Now you'd be like, wow, that's kind of expensive for a little area. It is. You're right. So these numbers, they might seem big to you, but it's really not, because money comes in, but I'm telling you, money just flies out. It's like, hey, we got some money. No, we don't. It's gone. It's gone. Like in the Joker.
How about a magic trick? I'm gonna make this pencil disappear. Ta-da! It's gone.
The sod, it was 3,250 square feet of sod. That's a lot. So I charged him $6 a square with irrigation, with prep, with sprinklers, valves, the timer. Now, the plants were super simple. If you've gotten my contracts program, which I don't know why you don't have it already, but I charge per plant. So 15 gallon, 5 gallon, and a 1 gallon plant. They're all charged different. So he had 28 1 gallons, and I charged $40 a plant for that. 62 5s, and then 17 15 gallons. So the plants came out to 11,000. The drip irrigation, we had 3 valves, and that was 3,500. The gravel and the pebbles, they had a bunch of those rocks everywhere. That was 4,500. And the DG, which was all along the side of the house and in the backyard by the dog run and that fancy little fence, that was 8,600. The 1x6 redwood fence, for this one, I kind of gave it, I kind of threw it in like a little deal, just because we were at the end and he was adding some things on, and I just said, okay, I'll just do this little fence basically at cost. Let's get the deal done. Let's sign. Let's roll. So that was like one of the things. He agreed to that. We signed, and we rolled. Afterwards, he told me, he's like, hey, there's something wrong with the plumbing. I'm flushing the toilet, but it's not going down. I don't know what's going on. He's like, can you come take a look? I'm like, I'm not really a plumber, but yeah, I'll swing by. And we went there, and then we were looking around in the front yard, and in his front, there was a sewer clean out. So we took the cap out, and then out of nowhere, just a bunch of water and like food. It wasn't shit. It was food. It just splashed up right from the kitchen sink. And we were like, oh, that's why. He came out and he's like, he looked at everything and he's like, your pipe is like 80 years old. It's all rusted. It collapsed inside. And he's like, you need a new pipe. And he's like, man, I really didn't want to spend that money. So the plumber ended up charging him 12 grand. I'm gonna do something that's a little bit easier because I was trying to go over everything, but if you don't see it, then it's not gonna make sense to you. So here's everything right here. So I'm just gonna go over everything with you, and these numbers are real, and like you'll be surprised at how much I actually made. Well, not me personally, how much the company actually made. So the prep was 2 grand, and the materials were $800, and that's just the dump. The concrete was $50,395, so basically 50 grand, and the materials were around 16,000. The sod was 19.5 materials, including grass, sprinklers, all that stuff is 7,500. The planting around 11,000 for the materials for the actual plants, and the little soil, all the little knickknacks was 5,800. One thing I did a mistake on is there was about 8 plants that were like rare, and they were like times and a half. So the plant cost should have been around 4,500, but I mean, I couldn't go back to the customer and be like, hey dude, I messed up. So I just had to eat it. You know, it is what it is. They got some special plants. It was those plants, those like tall green looking plants behind the seating wall. There was like 8 of them or 7 of them. Those were fancy. The drip irrigation, 3,500. Materials, $1,200. Normal. The gravel and the pebbles, 4,500. Materials, 2,000. The DG was 9 grand. It's just a lot of labor for the DG. I know the materials only 3,000. You'd be like, wow, you made pretty good money. But think about it, the labor. The labor's not included anywhere here. The fence was 5 grand. Now remember, we're at the deal and we were signing, and I just wanted to get the deal done. I wanted to close it. You know what I'm saying? So I just threw that in there, which was basically a cost. Made $500. I don't even think I made anything. The materials for the lights, $6,200. So the total for Applewood was $111,175. Okay, the materials, $44,100. The labor, which is 3 weeks, $47,500. Now the total was $91,600. Okay, $91,600. So the company profited close to 20 grand. Now you'd be like, wow, T, 20 grand. Good job, buddy. Well, is it? Is that really a good job? My opinion, I don't think so. I don't think, like, we did okay on this job. We didn't do like, whoa, you know what I mean? I would have been happy with 30 grand profit. 30,000 profit. Now you got to remember, this is before all of the Caterpillar payments, before all the Ford payments, before all the insurance. So after all of that, there's like 10 grand left over, which is nothing. So did we do good on this job? I'll let you be the judge of that. I don't think so. I don't think so. But I just wanted to share with you, not all jobs are like this. Okay, not all jobs. Some jobs make 35, 40%. For this one, I was aiming for 25. We came a little short. Not a big deal. I know what happened. There was a lot of going back and forth because we were finished and then we had to come back. And then we had to put in this pipe for the plumber, and the fire pit came later, all that stuff. So it is what it is. This was a great job. I made a great video. Now I get to make a video about this, tell you what actually happened. And now you get to learn from it, you know? So it's really important to know what your numbers are and know how much everything costs. And I got to tell you, to the trolls, for the trolls that are saying, oh, I can do this job for $10,000. Oh, me and my dad can do this in a pickup truck for $7 grand. Bro, it's not possible. Like, what are you talking about? I know it's not possible, you know? This job realistically should have been 120,000, 120 grand, and I should have walked away with 30,000 profit, but I didn't. Okay, I didn't. Now don't forget about the Caterpillar payments. Don't forget about the Ford payments. Everything else is paid off. So only the big equipment that I have is not paid off, but all the dump trailers are paid off. The ditch witch is paid off. Guess what? Next, in about 6 months, May, my Ford, my King Ranch F350, tank never empty, everybody in the bank act friendly, is going to be paid off. So that's going to be cool. That's going to be pretty cool. And then you add 111,000 plus 25 grand. The total comes out to $136,176. $175, not bad. $175. 136, 175. So that's what the homeowner invested in his property. And I know a lot of you live in like under a rock in a bush that's under a river, and you're like, well, that's not possible. Well, gosh darn, that's just too much money, Bob. Well, is it? Is it? I know that a lot of you live in an area where, you know, you can get a decent house for $136,000, but you got to remember, it's all about where you live. Okay, that house was easy $2.5 million, right? So for the homeowner to spend 130 grand, $136,000 on his landscaping, and it's nothing, dude. It's like whatever. It's like if you own a house for 140,000, if you spent like 12 grand on improvement on your landscaping. It's not a big deal. You know what I mean? This is not a big deal. So let me know what you think. Comment below. I'm really curious. Did you think that I was going to make more? Did you think I was going to make less? Do you think that I still ripped off the homeowner? Do you still think that, or do you think I ripped myself off? I think I ripped myself off. I should have made more money, but we didn't, right? This is where we're at. This is where we're going. This is what's happening. We're going to learn from this. We're going to move on. It's not a big deal. You know, it's not a big deal. But I do want you to comment below. Let me know what you think. Share your opinion. Don't be so closed off and not sharing your opinion. Like, I'm curious, dude. I read all the comments. You know, I even read the hater comments. Some of them I even smash a heart. And to help me out for doing this video, smash the thumbs up button. Would really appreciate it. Gets me, I want to get some more views. I want to get some more subscribers. I want to get some more people knowing me, because then my life would just be better. You know what I mean? It's just a better life. Anyway, take advantage of the Black Friday sale. I'm going to do this one special thing that I want to offer you. I'm going to do a 50% off on all the programs. $597. So the first 8 people to buy that, I'm going to send a hat and a hoodie along with that. Supplied by me. I'm just going to pay for it. So new programs coming out on finances. Like, what do you do after you get this money? Okay, that's a question that a lot of people ask me. Like, oh, okay, dude, I did this. This worked. I put away 10 grand. Now what do I do with it? So that program's coming up next. It's going to be a great program, and you're going to learn a lot. But most importantly, dude, I hope you make some money. I hope you kill it. I hope you're doing well in your business. If you're not, look at your numbers. What's going on? You know, I knew that this job wouldn't be super profitable, but it's not bad. It's okay. Like, I'm not thrilled about it, but I'm not like super sad. So it is what it is. Anyway, that's it. Black Friday sale. It's on. It's lit. Take advantage of it while you can. I only do this once a year. A bunch of people grab the programs. And most importantly, join the GOAT gang. Gobble, gobble, mother.